Hey everybody, for Daily Tastings Alsace Week, it's my master class. So I had to come to the house of Trimbach to taste two of the world's great Rieslings. And I'm excited to be here with Jean Trimbach because I haven't been here in 20 years. And I hate to say that because then that means I date myself unless I say I came when I was 11, but I wasn't.
I cannot believe that. 20 years, it's impossible because you have not changed. You must drink a lot of Riesling.
Yes, excellent. So we're here to taste, and I'm going to be a little bit kitschy for this, but the Dom Perignon and the Romane Conti of Alsace wines. Can I say that?
This is music to my ears.
Yeah, excellent. Awesome. Good.
We love to hear that, but in all modesty, I think that these two Riesling are among the very best dry Riesling in the world.
Absolutely.
And we are starting with Riesling, Cuvée Frédéric Émile, 2005.
This wine, Frédéric Émile, is the first great Riesling I had that told me that Riesling was a world-class wine.
All over the world, Riesling is a fabulous grape.
And this is not something that's big or muscular, it's just classic.
It's all about finesse and elegance.
Beautiful, golden.
Has a wonderful Riesling nose.
So
By that,
tell me.
I mean white peach, I mean grapefruit, I mean white flowers.
Tell me about the minerality, though. There's incredible minerality.
And the minerality, obviously, coming from the soil and the subsoil. We are talking old vines here. We are talking average 50 years old vines, and for the oldest, 70 years.
Wow.
Deep roots. We are talking energy. And Riesling, to me, reminds me of energy. It's very pure fruit, but at the same time, the minerality and the energy make all the complexity of the wine.
We know that it ages beautifully, but is it sacrilege to drink it young?
Yes and no. The problem with white wine is that we know as soon as you release white wine all over the world, white wine is drunk. People keep red wine. People don't, unfortunately, age white wine. So this is why we do a kind of commitment, and our commitment is to age our wines in our cellar prior to release, in order to eventually bring the wine out in the market when it starts to blossom.
Well, I'm ready to taste it.
Please.
This tight core of acidity, but then this roundness.
It's what we call a ripe acidity. It's a kind of creaminess. Yes, you have acidity, but the acidity is wrapped by the fruitiness and the body of the wine.
Fabulous.
And again, give it 15 plus years from today, no problem.
So, Frédéric Émile, this is a tribute to?
To our great-great-grandfather, Frédéric Émile Trimbach, who in 1898 showed his wines in Brussels, at the wine fair in Brussels, and he got the best awards.
So Frédéric Émile in 1898 won the Concours of Brussels with his wines.
Well, since that time, he has put Trimbach on the fine wine map.
Yes. We go from Dom Perignon to DRC.
DRC, the Alsace version. This is what we call Clos Sainte-Une. It's 100% Riesling, vintage 2004. This is a monopole which is in our family now for about more than 200 years.
A lot of vineyards in France that are famous have multiple owners, but a monopole means there's one exclusive owner of that special site.
For the Clos Sainte-Une,
wow.
Yes. And it's a wine which we produce in small quantity, unfortunately, but I think it's, as they say in the Michelin Guide, it's worth the trip.
Okay, well I've come a long way and I'm ready. Wow, oh, that's so beautiful. So it's a little bit more color, a little bit more depth.
Absolutely. It's all about minerality, of course. It's all about, again, energy. And I think it's just now blossoming and it will age for many, many years. I would be surprised that this Clos Sainte-Une 2004 doesn't make it another 20 years.
There's incredible floral quality too here, but like exotic flowers and ginger and
absolutely.
Lots going on. Oh my goodness.
And remember, none of these wines see any oak.
No oak.
It's just about a wonderful fruit,
yes.
Well suited to the best possible soil. And this is it, the fruit, the soil. And again, the winemaker.
Yes.
And we are so happy. My brother Pierre is the winemaker. And you know what? Being my brother, he will never leave. In other words,
Knock
the
wood.
style will always remain the same at Trimbach.
Right.
And I think when it comes to these two wines, people who collect wines, people who appreciate finesse, elegance, and minerality, this is what they want to follow,
Yes.
a style. And this is definitely the Trimbach style.
And the finish on this is incredible. I'm still getting a waxy sort of honeycomb flavor that's just unbelievable, but totally whisper clean, bone dry.
We are just missing a beautiful piece of fish. We are missing some lobster. We are missing some white meat. We are missing some veal, some crawfish risotto. I mean, fabulous dry Riesling to pair with fine food.
Wow, so you just gave me some great pairings for Riesling. And you're obviously a gastronome. Do you like to cook?
I'm the sommelier at home.
You're the sommelier and the chef too?
And the chef too, eventually. but I can say we are selling these two wines in all the 26 3-Michelin star restaurants in France. We have to visit these restaurants as well.
But of course, you got to visit the client, right? Make sure.
Absolutely.
And see what their famous sommeliers are putting with your wine.
And
It's
this
always
is-
a learning experience.
Absolutely, and this is exactly what we do when we, our family, when we travel the United States for promoting Alsace and promoting Trimbach in particular.
Yes. So tell me about American food and Alsace wine, or what Americans like to eat, because we don't just eat, quote, American food.
We cannot just say Riesling equals choucroute or snails. We have to say that Riesling equals basically all kind of food on earth. It can be Japanese, it can be Asian, it can be Thai, it can be wonderful lobster.